Have you ever noticed how the first question strangers ask is often, "What do you do?" But what if your answer had to go beyond your job title? What if it had to reveal who you truly are? Imagine stepping into a room filled with strangers, people who don't know your job title, your achievements, or your professional reputation. Who are you in that moment? For many, the honest answer can feel deeply unsettling. When we lose our job, it often feels like we're losing the core of our identity, the one thing we've structured our lives around. Psychologist Carl Jung described our identities as collections of masks or personas we adopt to navigate life. For countless individuals, their career is the primary mask. Remove it, and suddenly we're left vulnerable, staring into the uncomfortable question, who am I without it? It's a difficult question, but it's also transformative. The answer can reshape your life. Your job owns you more than you think. The pain of losing a job isn't solely financial. It's emotional and existential, rooted in the narratives we've internalized over years. Sociologist Irving Goffman called this phenomenon role engulfment, when one role, like your profession, becomes the entirety of your identity. Once that role vanishes, you can feel profoundly lost. Think about it. When asked, "What do you do?" How quickly does your job come to mind? How often is your self-worth tied directly to your productivity? This deep-seated connection means losing your job can feel like losing yourself, but it doesn't have to. Your job isn't your purpose. Stop pretending it is. Ernest Hemingway famously wrote, "Man is not made for defeat. A man can be destroyed, but not defeated." Yet, what happens when the destruction is internal, stemming from our attachment to external validation through titles and career achievements? In his seminal book, Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl emphasized our profound need for purpose. Crucially, he argued that true purpose isn't found in what you do, but why you do it. If your identity is tied entirely to your job, your purpose is outsourced dependent on external circumstances. Lose the role, and the meaning evaporates. But here's the good news. Losing your job can become a powerful catalyst for reclaiming your true identity. Strip away your title, what's left. Let's reframe job loss not as an ending, but a beginning, a chance to rebuild yourself from the inside out. Step into discomfort. Carl Jung observed, your vision will become clear only when you look into your own heart. This clarity usually emerges in moments of discomfort. Instead of rushing to fill the void, embrace the discomfort. Ask, what do I genuinely value outside my job? What activities bring me joy regardless of external recognition? Discomfort isn't something to fear. It's the doorway to deeper self-discovery. Reclaim your why. Simon Sinek, in Start With Why, explains that fulfillment stems from understanding our deeper motivations. Your previous job was just one way to express your purpose. Losing it doesn't erase your purpose. It challenges you to find new ways to express it. Experiment without judgment. Philosopher Alain de Botton reminds us, a good half of the art of living is resilience. This is your moment to explore interests and passions you've set aside. Experiment freely, without self-criticism. Don't chase perfection, embrace curiosity. Instead, losing your job can be a gift. Here's why. Navigating job loss is more than logistical. It's an emotional and existential journey. Here's a roadmap to guide you. 1. Confront the void. Journal your thoughts openly. Speak with others who face similar situations. Allow yourself to grieve, but don't linger in despair. 2. Explore what matters. Reconnect with interests you enjoyed before your career. Identify activities where you lose track of time. Reflect on who you are when no one is watching. Remember, Viktor Frankl believed that meaning isn't merely found, it's actively created. You're not uncovering a hidden identity. You're actively shaping a new one. 3. Craft a new narrative. Volunteer in areas aligned with your values. Acquire new skills purely for personal growth. Initiate projects driven solely by joy and curiosity. These actions aren't attempts to replicate who you once were, they're steps toward discovering who you're meant to become. 4. Integrate and grow. Over time, your identity will become richer and more resilient. You'll realize you're defined less by your job and more by how intentionally you live your life. Science confirms it. You can change. Neuroscientist Dr. Dan Siegel's research on neuroplasticity proves that our brains continually evolve based on experiences. By intentionally exploring new pathways, you literally reshape your identity, forming new neural connections. This isn't fluffy self-help, it's biology in action. If you don't redefine yourself, you'll regret it. Imagine the alternative. You lose your job and scramble into the next available role. You settle for a life that looks successful externally but feels hollow internally. Years pass, and the nagging question, is this all there is, remains. Viktor Frankl warned that lacking meaningful purpose leads people to distraction. Don't let that be your story. Your job is not who you are. It's time to prove it. Yes, losing your job can feel destabilizing, but it's also your opportunity to deeply consider, what do I stand for? What life do I genuinely want to live? You're not just reconstructing your career, you're rediscovering your true self. So, next time someone asks, what do you do? Pause, smile, and confidently share the life you're living, not just the title you hold. Because who you are is far bigger than any job description.